data side. Okay, so only then we'll be able to call, right? In case if the object exists in the world, only we can call that and use it, right? So in case if we have the eraser, we can just take the eraser and rub it, isn't it? So we can just erase something that which we need to erase. Okay, in case if we don't have the eraser, then what we can do, isn't it? So using the eraser, we cannot do anything because we just need the object exists in the world. Only then we'll be able to use that object. Correct? Okay. So for that, we need to write the method, isn't it? So the syntax of this one is like you just need to put the keyword. Fine. 1 second. Let me just change this one as function. This. Call this one as well. Function. Okay. So we are going to add the numbers. Okay. So two numbers I'm going to just give and add. Okay. Else we can just print something like a print. Okay. Okay, so this one is used to print hi, hello, like that. Okay, hi, hello, well, all. Okay, fine. So how to call this one? So this is not accepting any argument here. Okay, so I mean any recipe, isn't it? So I mean not recipe. Sorry. It is ingredients. Okay, ingredients. It is not accepting any ingredients here. Just to call this one like a simple. See here, so we actually have got it perfectly. Okay, so from the line 16, we have got this text. Okay, fine, understood now? Instead of writing like this, we can just put the return keyword and write as well. Okay, but it will not print because we didn't ask it to print something. Okay, we can just put, so here we actually have got the answer. We have called the print method and have asked this print method to return something. Okay, so now in this place, okay, so we have got the answer. This answer only. We can store it in some other variable. Okay, and print this one. Printing. Okay, else we can just call it directly from this one. That is also as possible. Okay, this is for the future reference. In case if we needed to just get after writing all the lines here, in case if we just needed to print this one here. Okay, so that time also it will work perfectly because this variable actually calls this method. Okay, this method actually goes to the method perfectly. Okay, I mean function perfectly and returns the answer that is going to be stored here, and that only we actually have called. Clear? Understood the flow? Yeah. So do you have any questions? So passing to numbers. Okay, so if we just change this one as add and change this one as add. Okay, change this one as add. Not required. Okay, right. Not required at all. Okay, we can just call this one from the log statement itself. Okay, and give two numbers. Simple. Okay, it's going to accept two numbers. So this actually brings two tumblers or glass or plates or vessels or anything else. Guys, 1 second. Very less people in the class. What happened today? Just to put one text income. Okay. Okay. So this is going to accept two values, isn't it? So you can just put a comma b or x comma y. Okay. Anything else you can just put it as going to be the local variable. Okay, so normal variable only. This actually scope ends here itself. Okay, when the program actually executes, isn't it? It's a program line by line, the execution happens. So that time, okay, so the scope we actually have opened, isn't it? So that time this will born, okay, and when the scope ends, okay, the variable will die. Clear? Understood? Start ஆகும்போது தான் அது வருவாங்க. ஓகே, அதுக்கப்புறம் அவங்க டெட் ஆயிடுவாங்க, டெட் ஸ்டேட் போயிடுவாங்க. Okay, so it would be in the dead state after when it actually reaches this one, the scope. Clear? So this actually scope starts here and ends here itself. Okay, these two local variables. Clear all? Okay, so let us just do the calculation simple. Okay, so x plus y. Okay, you can just put something like this. Okay, so let add is equal to x plus y. Okay, so it is also a local variable. It is a method name and local variable. Clear? And that also can be passed here. Sorry, x isn't it? Yes, x. Okay, that also can be passed like this. Okay, else you can just return it directly itself because not required to waste the lines, isn't it? So n number of the codes. Why do we need to waste n number of the codes? Lines, isn't it? So we have got it perfect. Clear? We can just put like this as well. Addition of two numbers. Okay, so see here, so we have got it perfectly. Clear? So where we use the variable, isn't it? So in that place we can just use calling statement, okay, of a function. So do you have any doubts, Ma? Yeah, clear all?
No, ma'am.
Okay, and next function expression. Function expression. Okay, what does it mean as? Okay, we just needed to put one variable. For that variable, we needed to write one function. Okay, that is called as the function expression. Clear? So how do we write that one? Okay, so we'll see it now. One second, guys, one second. Function expression type. One second, no, one second. How we have written here actually. This is the type, correct? Yes. Okay, perfect. Okay, fine. So here we needed to write one variable. Okay. So get square. Okay, get square. This is called as the method name actually. Okay. So function. Okay. So we just need to write like this. Simple. Okay, and we need to return the value, and we need to accept one variable, isn't it? So just to accept anything else. Okay, so num or anything else. Okay, and num star star 2. Okay, to get the square, else num into num, that is also is fine. Okay, so 2 into 2, 4 into 4. Okay, so again 4 star, so 2. Okay, so this is actually 2 power 2. Okay, so 2 power 3, 2 power, so like that actually it is going to be clear. So we just need to get the square only in case if it is 2 square, okay, so 2 into 2, correct. So that is what actually is going to be when you just write the num into num, isn't it? So num into num, also num star star 2, both actually same only, okay, as per the JavaScript. Okay, let us just call this one get square. Okay, get square and pass any number. Simple. Okay, so pass any number. You can, okay, you can just print it here also. Okay, so which is biryani ready, isn't it? So like that, the robot actually shouts. So that is also as possible. Okay, square of two numbers. Okay, after printing this one, this actually prints that as well. Okay. Okay. So fine, let us just put the thing like this. Okay. Okay. So it actually provides us the square. Clear? Else, in case if you wanted to just put the two numbers here, okay, so in case if you want to put two numbers, then not required of this one. This one, okay, so not required of this one actually. You can just go ahead with this one itself, num2. Clear? And with that, we are going to just perform something like num1 into num2. Okay, so 3 power 2. Simple. Num1 into num2. Clear? Else we can just put it in some other variable. Square is equal to, okay, to num2. Clear? So take that square and just put it here. Okay, you can put this one as well, not at all a problem, in comma as well. Yeah, okay. So that is also as possible. So we actually have got the square numbers, but we didn't get the this one. I mean, get the answer from this sentence, isn't it? Yes, see here. So we actually have got it perfectly. Okay, so this is from this one, and we actually have got the same answer, and we have printed it as well. Okay, so using this block statement. So do you have any doubts? Clear? This is another one syntax. Okay, and one thing we just need to study. Okay, so which is it allows the hoisting. Okay, so important interview question, hoisting. So what is meant by the hoisting is, okay, so after declaring the method, okay, so after defining the method, we can call. Before defining the method also, we can call. Okay, by passing two numbers, we can just call it. Okay, we'll get the answer perfectly. So from the log statement also, you can just call it so that you will get the answer for 15. See here, so 15. And then addition of two numbers, 12, we have got. Clear, guys? Before and also after we can call. Okay, so inside this file, anywhere else we can call. But for this one, it is like defining one variable and giving the function itself to that variable. Clear? And that variable is going to be the function name. In that case, okay, in case if you just uh, call this method before, okay, you will not be able to get it. See here, so get square, okay, so in case if we call it, okay, so like this. So what actually happens is cannot access get the square before initialization, okay. So we didn't initialize the get square. So get squares, uh, what is it? Actually the function, okay, so not able to find the get square function, get square variable. Okay, you actually haven't defined it and initialize it. So how can I find it? Okay, so this actually checks for the previous sentences alone. Okay, in case if we would have written it using the function expression type, which is like giving the, what is it? Variable. And for that variable, in case if we would have passed the functions like this. Clear? Do you have any doubts? That is called as the hoisting. Okay. So function declaration permits hoisting, but this one doesn't allow the hoisting at all. Clear? Do you have any doubts, ma? Is it clear for everyone?
No, ma'am.
Next, callback. Okay, callback function. Okay, so what is the thing is? I'll tell you guys. Okay. Hmm. Okay, get cube. Okay, so else we'll put the thing as okay. So get cube itself. Okay, fine. Okay, guys. Cube value. Okay, so we are going to just pass one value. Okay, and one function as well. Okay, so fun one. So like that, I am going to just pass one function. Okay, so function. So we just needed to write the function here. Okay, so that function is going to accept one variable, I mean one value. Okay, and it is going to perform it. So I'll tell you guys 1 second. Hmm, return. Okay, so num star star. Okay, so num star star. It is actually three, right? Yeah. Okay, so cube. It is going to perform the cube operation. We have got the error here. Oh, okay. I didn't write the function. Okay, function. Okay, so perfect. Clear? So we have got it perfectly. Okay, in case if you don't put the semicolon, also not at all a problem. So we have got it perfectly. Okay. So what is maybe the callback function is? Okay, so when you call some one function, we are going to write another one function itself. Okay, we are going to call some other function from this parenthesis itself. Simple, ma. Okay. This is actually already a function calling statement. Okay, so calling statement. From the calling statement's argument, in case if we call some other function, okay, in case if we use the name of some other function that is called as the callback method. Okay, and where's the getCube method actually? GetCube function we didn't write, isn't it? So write the getCube function. Okay. Okay, let me just write it here. Okay, so for your reference, it will be perfect if I write it here. Yes. So this one is going to accept two things. One is the function and another one is the 5. Okay. So fun or f. Okay. So f also. So which is like the variable alone. Okay. So we are going to just accept the function itself. Okay. The complete function itself using a single variable. Simple. Okay. You can just put the big variable as well. Not at all a problem. Okay. You can put 5 names as well in that place. Okay. But without gap, without the space you should give. Okay, so we need to accept this number, isn't it? So n, okay, and so return, okay, and it is going to call this function. Clear? This f. So we actually have accepted this function. Okay, this function. Okay, this function only. This function only. I have written only the method name, function name. Okay, that function we have accepted here, isn't it? So to that function, pass the argument. Okay, this n. Pass this n as an argument. Clear? And what it is going to perform? Okay, so it is going to perform the output and it is going to give us the value. Clear? So I actually have passed 5 here. So in case if it is 2, then 8, right? Yeah, so see here, so we have been getting the answer perfectly. So what is meant by this one is like callback function, this one only. Okay, we can just write this complete function here. Okay, fine. Let's also speak about this one at present. Okay, so it is time to speak about this callback function in elaborate version. Okay, so what is meant by this one is simply okay, when we call one method, okay, that method is not going to perform that operation because it doesn't have that facility. Okay, uh, okay, we'll speak about this one with one good example. Okay. Okay, so here, okay, one method is there, okay, one function is there, and one function is there, okay, and one calling statement is there, okay, so calling statement is. So here we actually a calling statement, I mean, we have been calling the method, okay, I mean calling the function, this function only, but this function doesn't have, okay, this function. So when we call this function, we have passed the thing. Okay, one is the function. Okay, function one. And please go to the function one taking this value and he will take care of everything. Okay, go to the function one. This is actually the function one, right? Go to the function one. So we are actually calling it. Okay, so get cube or square. Okay, anything else you can just put. Okay, so here, see what actually happens is this one is the get cube ma. Okay, so here to this method actually we have to this function. Okay, we have a passing two variables. Okay, one is the function which I actually have accepted it using the f. Okay, so you can just put the func. Okay, like this you can just write anything else whatever you want. Okay, so whatever the variable you want you can write, but you should not write the function. Already we have the built-in keyword called function. Okay, so don't use the function, you can just use the functions func. Okay, funky, in funky, isn't it? So like that we can just write anything, not at all a problem. Okay, it is going to just accept the value only. Okay, and here this is contain this variable contains one function itself as a value. Okay, and accept this value as well, which is the 2. Correct. So accept this value as well in a container. So what it is? Any container. You can put B or number or num or anything else. Okay, anything else you can put a number like that. Also, you can just write it in this place. Okay, just accepting two things. Okay, we actually have called the getCube robo. Okay, and have given two things. So one is actually a function itself. Okay, and another one ingredient is a number. Okay, and this actually has been the definition is this function definition has accepted it. I mean, the robo has accepted it, closed its hand. Okay, robo closed its hand by getting the function as well as the number. Clear? And so it is actually going to call this one, call this function. Okay, so function already we have, so it is accepted that function. So with this name only we are going to just call func kindly take this number. Okay, so number and please bring the result. Okay, of cube. Okay, please take this number and find the cube of this number and bring it to me. Okay, let me just store it in some other variable. Okay, result. And let me just return that one to the, return the, what it is, result, right? Yes. Return this. Okay, return the result. Okay, return the result. Please, func, please take this number and complete the process and give it to me. Let me just store it in some other variable and just give it, I mean, return it to the calling statement itself. Okay, so to the calling statement itself. So here we just needed to put it into the log statement, else we can put it in some other variable and can print that variable. I hope you people have understood. Okay, but in the program, I actually have used this one directly. Okay, so not required of writing it in some other variable. No. Okay, so when I return the answer, that time I actually have called one function. This function is going to give the answer in return. Okay, and that we actually have returned it to this one. Clear? So we have called the getCube only. Okay, getCube actually has accepted two values. Okay, and have called the fun1 and the value is going to be returned to this. Okay, so here and we actually have returning that value to the getCube. Done? Clear? Yeah. So do you have any questions now? That's all about the callback. Simple. Okay, so we have one clinic. Okay, so clinic is there. So generally, okay, so people go to the clinic to check for something, okay. And doctor actually has been telling like I have been working in one, I mean, I have been working in the hospital, okay, the big hospital. Kindly take this file, okay, take this file because this small hospital doesn't have that, this small clinic doesn't have that, what is it? Feasibility, okay,
Facility.
doesn't have that facility. Yes, okay. So that what actually happens is this clinic suggesting, okay, suggesting this person to go to them and take this one, take the file, okay, and go to this hospital. This hospital has all the facility, okay, and they actually provide so the best, I mean, treatment and all I have written here already. Okay, so that those many treatment will be given by this hospital, and kindly take that report and give it to me. Okay, after completing the treatment, kindly take that report. Okay, I mean anything else like blood test or anything else. Okay, urine test, blood test, a number of the tests are there. So in number of the tests, okay, MRI scan, CT scan like that and all. Okay, so this clinic, this the small clinic doesn't have that facility. Okay, so this person, the doctor actually has been telling to the person to go to the big multi-specialty hospital and take the treatment and kindly update that one. Okay, so kindly update the result. Okay, of that treatment. Take that file and come to me. Okay, so let me just do whatever I can do. Okay, that is the case. Okay, so when we call one method, we actually have been giving one method and also the variable to that method. Clear? And that method is going to just go to this function. Okay, function, and just give the answer and provides it to us. Clear? Yeah. So that is what actually happening here. Okay, so we actually have called this, given this complete function itself to this one. Here it actually has accepted the values and have called this one, okay, and with this name itself. Obviously, browser will check for this F. What is F? Oh, F. Okay. So calling statement of this one. Oh, okay, okay. In the first argument, we actually have called. I mean, we have written one function. This function can be written inside this one like this also. Clear? So two arguments. One argument is a function. Okay. Second argument is a value. Like this also you can just put like this also you can write. Okay. And after completing the arrow function, you'll be able to see another thing as well. Okay. Fine. Let us just do another one task using this callback function itself. Okay. Fine. Let us just have like this itself. Okay. In case if you want to just put it inside this one, okay, you can just put it, not at all a problem. Okay, so here we can write the function. That complete function is going to be accepted here. Okay, and it is going to call that function itself, okay, with the value, and it is going to provide the answer to us. Simple. Clear? To the calling statement. Simple. Okay, so like this also we can just write the complete application, complete function inside that argument also. That is also as fine. Okay. Let us just find something like we are going to do some process. Okay. Addition of n number of the values. Okay. Okay. Addition or multiplication. Okay. Multiplication. Okay. Add and find the square. Okay. Add all the, okay. So not adding and all. Okay. One second, guys. Multiplying. Okay. Fine. Multiplying all the numbers, okay, using a callback function. Okay, so here, okay, what is it? We just need to write the multiplying method, isn't it? So fine, fine. Okay, so okay, so like that I actually have written one function here. Okay, so find multiply, so like that we'll write. We just need to accept one number, isn't it? And that number is going to perform the multiplication and return. In return, we just need to get the. One second, guys. How can we write this one? We're going to just send those many numbers alone here, and it is going to. One second, ma. Okay, so here it is going to provide us the uh, value like this, okay, which is like the square one. So we are going to provide n number of the values. Okay, so those many values will be converted into the square, and it is going to add or multiply. Okay, so like that. Okay, let us just put the addition. Already we have the add there. Okay, so let us just put it as addition. Okay, fine. So addition. Okay, so we have got the thing successfully. Okay, so after completing the thing, okay, one second. Squaring the number. Okay, to squaring and for addition. Okay, fine. Addition, and here it is going to accept one function, isn't it? It's a fun number is going to be accepted here, so it is going to be in the array format of it. Array, complete array. Okay, else you can just put a also. We are going to call one second. Okay, let us just write the logic later on. Okay, so first addition. Okay, of two things. One is the square function, correct? So square function, comma, one array itself. Where's the array? Actually, we didn't declare it. Okay, so just write one array. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so simply I have written. Okay, and for all these things, I needed to find the square. Okay, 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 4, 4 are 16, isn't it? Oh, 3 3s are 9, right? Yes. Okay, and next 5 5s are 25. Okay, just need to add all these numbers and what we are going to get. Guys, anyone else? On maths, weak seriously. Sorry, weak in maths seriously. Okay. 11, 20, 24, 26. Correct. 26. So 2, 4, 5, 56. I hope it is correct. Correct? 26. Okay. So 2, 2, 4, 5. Yes. Okay. So 56. I hope. Okay. Fine. So let us just take this one using the for loop, isn't it? So we do have the for loop. So just to take it and put it A, isn't it? So A of I, we just need to give it to the fun. Okay. Return fun. Oh my God. 1 second, 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. To the A itself. Okay. Okay. Find A of I is equal to fun of, okay, A of I. We need
Ma'am,
to give. Yes, ma'am. Hmm.
1 square is equal to 1 only, ma'am, or 2?
Oh my God. One only. Okay. So 55. Correct.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So what is the derivation here I have written as, okay, for the A of I, isn't it? So this one only, for this box only, okay, array box only, A of I, okay, which is the first index, okay, first index of the array box, we need to put the first value, okay, so whichever the value we are going to get it from this one, isn't it? So this function. Okay, fun is actually the square. Okay, so we have been passing the number one by one. First number A of 0. Okay, A of 0th position, what is the number we have? 1, isn't it? So that will be passed here. Okay, that is going to get the answer as 1 only. Okay, that will be passed to the A of I, which is the array of first index. Clear? So here I actually have used the different variables. So don't get confused yourself. You can just put ARR also, not at all a problem. Clear, ma? ARR also, not at all a problem. Not at all a problem. Okay. Then return. Simple. Return ARR. Okay. It is going to just have this fun once again. Let us just put it like this. Just see the output here. So we should get the answer perfectly. Oh my God, we didn't get the answer. One second, what is the problem? What is the problem? It is going to just to send the data here. Send it. So that is what we are going to. Fun is not a function at addition. What happened? Square is this one. Okay. Fun. Okay, that is how we have called this one. Okay. Anyone else? Anything else? We have the name called fun? No, right? What is the problem then? 1 second now. 1 second. Why it is not accepting? Okay, we just needed to add all the data, isn't it? So that is also we just need to do. We can just put like sum. Okay, so sum is equal to 0. Oh, sorry, not int, it is let. Okay, and sum plus equal to. Okay, so those many data will be added here, and that sum is going to be written here. So like that, we actually have written. Okay, that is okay. But what is this? Okay, just to put the func. Even now, we actually have got the same error, isn't it? Okay, what happened? 1 second, guys. 1 second. Everything we have given perfectly only. What is the problem? Guys, did you find any mistakes? Okay, so add the sum with the function itself. So that this is going to provide us the data of this one. Correct. So first we are going to send the 1 and the 1 into 2, which is the 1 power 2. So 1 into 1. So we are going to just get the 1 only here. And we actually have passed that 1 to the sum. Okay, so 0 plus 1 is 1 and the sum is going to contain 1. Okay, everything was okay only. So what is the problem? One second now. We actually can do the debug I think so. Okay, so here let us just check for the debugging. Okay, so see here, so this array actually contains 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, isn't it? Okay. And let us just go to the next line and see. Guys, I'll tell you guys, okay, how to do the debug and all. Okay. So array of I, isn't this a 0 only? So that time we are just going to get the data as, okay, 1, perfect. Okay, and function, isn't it? So function, what is this? It actually shows us 6. Function is equal to 6. Why it is equal to 6? What is the reason? Why the function actually shows us 6 actually here? Oh, okay. Okay, let's just pass the next line. No, so here only the problem is. One second now, one second. One second. What is the problem? I have given it perfectly, but it's actually making
And semicolon.
semicolon doesn't matter now in JavaScript actually, not required at all. Semicolon doesn't work for JavaScript. Okay, so it is completely for the Java only. But in case if you give, you can just give it not at all a problem. Clear?
Okay,
Why
ma'am.
hasn't it been taking the function? Function had been working perfectly only previously, correct? But that doesn't have, it hasn't been working. Guys, I'll tell you guys about the debug and all later on, okay? So don't worry. Yes, again and again we have been getting the same problem. It's not required to put the debug point here, so not able to find. Okay, so when we go for the debugging and all, what is the problem? Actually, so far it had been taking perfectly only. And for type error, f is not a function. F is not a function. F is not a function. I but it has been taking it. See here, so when we write it inside the parentheses, it has been taking, but this is not at all a problem, seriously. Okay, so because of this and all, this actually doesn't happen. Seriously, it doesn't happen. So it actually works perfectly only. What is the problem? That is what I've been checking here. Okay, so when we write this one inside this one, it actually has been accepting. But here it hasn't been accepting. So what is the problem? Again, it hasn't been accepting, correct? So when we write it inside this one, it actually has been accepting it perfectly. So not at all making any problem. My God. was working previously perfectly, only it was working. Okay, fine. I actually cannot leave this one just like this at all. What is the problem? First, the sister, do like this, yes. So again and again, we have the type error. Type error. What is it actually? Type error. Okay. The sister, you get the name as a square itself. Okay. So instead of writing the N or fun or anything else, yes. So at present also it hasn't been working. See? Okay. Not at all a problem. Okay. So let us just leave it just like that. Square. We just need to pass the error and I. Okay. So everything has been passed perfectly. So what is the problem here? So it actually has been returning the answer only. Okay. And see here, so in case if we put the semicolon also, you'll get the error. Okay. So that doesn't matter at all. Let us just put only one variable. Okay, which is the S. Okay, so it hasn't been working, but I'll just let you know about this one alone, ma. Okay. So why it hasn't been working? What is the problem actually? It was going to call this one only, isn't it? But when we write it inside of this one, okay, so this has been working perfectly. But here only it hasn't been working. Okay, we can just put this one inside and that time it actually works perfectly. It's not at all a problem. Okay, just leave this one. Okay, so we'll speak about this one alone tomorrow. Okay, so why it hasn't been working, I don't know, but it should work perfectly. Okay, so that was the problem. Okay, so nothing. So just leave just like that. Okay, so we can just write the method like this and can get the data. See here, so we have been getting the data perfectly. Okay, and then in case if you want to just change this one into the addition format, okay, so you can just change this one, just to click the sum here, okay, and the plus. So simple equal to sum plus and this formula, okay, so that is the meaning for that one. Okay, so sum plus equal to then this one calling statement of the another method. Okay, so this method is going to be called and with the data. Okay, so which is the first index data first, and I mean each and every iteration it provides the new data, isn't it? So that is how we have studied in our array iteration. Okay, using the for loop. Clear, guys? So this one can be passed here so that we will provide get the answer as 55 perfectly. In case if you just wanted to just add some other okay, so I'll be able to get it. So 9 nines are just 81. 55 plus 81. That is the answer here.
Ma'am,
Correct. Hmm.
if we give f of array of I, instead of that, if we give f of I, it's working, ma'am.
F of,
You have given f of array of I, no, ma'am. Instead of
okay.
that, if I give f of I, it's giving answer as 55.
Seriously?
Yes, ma'am.
Without any, just like this?
Yes, ma'am.
How come we just need to pass the number only completely? It hasn't been giving the proper answer. See here, so we have got the 55, but the answer is 136. Exact answer is 136. Okay, so in case if I reduce this one, so what is the answer? 30. Even now, actually, the answer is not perfect. Correct. So what actually had been happening? Do you understand that one? This is like first index, it actually goes 0. Correct. Now we actually have been passing the index mark. See, how many numbers we have here? 5 numbers. Okay, so 5 index we actually have passed. And for these 5, okay, it is going to return 0, comma 1, comma 4, comma 3 3s are 9, comma 4 4s are 16. What is the answer for this one? That is the answer here. I think so. Correct. 20, 25, correct? So 25, yes, 29, 30. Okay, so here actually we have been passing only the index mark. Okay, in case if we needed to pass these many numbers, okay, inside the index, what are the numbers we have? So for that, we needed to write ARR of. Clear? So only that time we'll get the proper answer 55 because simple logic. Okay, in case if you retrieve this data, so how you retrieve? ARR of 0, correct? ARR of 1, okay? ARR of 2, okay? ARR of 3, ARR of 4, ARR of 5. Correct? So like this we retrieve the data. Okay? So 71. Yeah, see here. Correct? So like that only here also it is going to iterate. Correct? Simple ma. See here. ARRI. Okay? So what is in the ARRI? See here. From which line? 61. Understood?
Yes,
புரிஞ்சுதா என்ன
ma'am.
சொல்றேன்னு? என்ன
Yes, ma'am.
சொன்னேன்? What I did tell actually. You had been passing the index only. Okay, in case if you pass the I alone, only the index will be passed in the I for each iteration. Okay, so you have been passing the index alone. But what we expect is we need to pass the complete number. Okay, in this position. So ARR, which is like in the class A. Okay, so section A, which is like ninth standard, section A, that person has been sitting. Please pick that one. Pick that person. Okay, section B, that boy has been sitting. Kindly pick that boy up. Okay, and come. So the same thing here as well. Okay, in the class ARR, kindly pick the first person, first positions person, which is zeroth positions person, which is the value is actually 1. His name is 1. Clear? Understood? So,
Yes, ma'am.
understand the logic perfectly and study. You should not pass the index alone. Okay, as per the JavaScript, it actually provides only the index. As per the Java, it provides the value. 1 second. Yeah, see here. This only. Yeah, this array. Yes. See here. Okay, so iteration we have got it. Okay, as per the JavaScript, it will mean we should just get it by the array of I. Okay, only then we'll be able to get this one. Okay, the data. Otherwise, only the index will be passed. Clear, ma? In case, okay, if you retrieve it using the for loop, okay. What it is array dot length, okay. So array dot length and okay. So in case if you pass only the I, okay, what actually happens is I first time I is actually 0. 0th index will be printed. Okay, simple. See here. That is what actually happened there as well in our program. For this one, we actually have calculated the square. For this one, calculated the square. For this one, this one. So 16 plus 9 plus 4 plus 1. That is what actually 30 we had got. Okay, in case if we want to get the data array of I, we just need to take. Okay, only then it actually picks up from the array box. I need the index 1, sorry, index 0. In the first iteration, this is actually 0. Okay, and array of 1, array of 2, array of 3, array of 4. Clear? See here. In case if you wanted to just print it in the same line, you can just print it like this. You're not required to put the /n. Okay, so which is like a /n. Sorry, ln. Okay, ln is like it goes to the next line. Okay, see here, so we'll be able to see it. Oh, okay. After this, kindly put another one system.println. Okay, so that it will be easy for us. Okay. So to go to the next line, simple. After completing all the iterations, to go to the next line. So this system print statement will go to the next line. Okay. So see here. Clear? So that is how actually in Java it works. Okay. But in JavaScript for each loop itself provides like this only. Okay. It actually takes only the index, passes only the index. But here it passes the values itself. Okay, so here it actually passes the value directly. Okay, what are all the values we have, all will be passed to the this one, passed to this I, and I will be printed. Okay, you can just put error also, not a problem. Local variable only. Okay, local variable. So scope starts here and ends here itself. Okay, guys. Thank you. Have a great day. So I hope you people have understood this one. Okay, so in case if you put the complete function itself inside this one, it actually works perfectly. But so when we just call the method name alone, isn't it? So that time it hasn't been working properly. I'll just check this one and let you know for sure. Okay. So do you have any other doubts, ma?
No, ma'am.
For remaining people.
No, ma'am.
Okay. See here. இப்படி இல்லைன்னா அப்படி போட்டு வர வச்சிடலாம். இது இல்லைன்னா அதை போட்டு பார்க்கலாம். இல்லைன்னா இப்படி போட்டு பார்க்கலாம். நோ. ஓகே. லாஜிக்கா புரிஞ்சு படிக்கணும். புரிஞ்சுதா? சரி போட்டு பார்க்கலாம் அப்படின்ற மாதிரி எல்லாம் பண்ணக்கூடாது. எப்படியோ ஆன்சர் வந்தா போதும், அப்படி பண்ணக்கூடாது. இப்படி ஆன்சர் வந்தது, லாஜிக்கே இல்லையே, லாஜிக்லாம் எழுதவே இல்லையே, ஆனா எப்படி ஆன்சர் வந்தது அப்படின்னு யோசிக்கணும். ஒருவேளை ஆன்சர் வந்தா கூட இது கரெக்டான ஆன்சரானு ஃபர்ஸ்ட் பார்க்கணும். ஓகே, இன் ஆல் த பாசிபிலிட்டிஸ் யூ நீட் டு செக். ஸோ அப்படியே குருட்டாம் பார்க்கல, அதை போட்டு பார்க்கல, இதை போட்டு பார்க்கலாம் பண்ணிடாதீங்க. ஓகே, எல்லாருக்கும் சொல்றேன், அது எப்படி வந்ததுன்றத நல்லா நம்ம தெரிஞ்சுதான் அதை பண்ணணும். புரியுதா? லாஜிக்கா படிச்சுதான் அதை பண்ணணும். நல்லா அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் பண்ணி பண்ணுங்க. ஓகே, ஸோ ஏன் இது எடுக்க மாட்டேங்குதுங்கிறத I'll let you know for sure. Okay, so tomorrow we'll see this one. Okay, guys, thank you. Have a great day. In case if you have any questions, kindly let me know. The callback function would be a little bit tricky, but it is very, very important. Okay, it actually follows us, so we don't need to follow this one. Okay, but callback function follows us when we go for or React as well. Okay, so React completely follows this callback function only. Okay, so we are going to write the callback function in the calling statement of argument of the calling statement of some other function. Clear? So yes, guys, so sleep well. Okay, have well, sleep well. We'll meet you guys tomorrow with the function remaining topics and all. Okay, we'll speak about this callback function once again tomorrow with this one. Okay, so this problem rectified. Clear? So do you have any doubts?
No, ma'am.
Okay, ma. You can just call this one like this as well. Okay, and put it here. That is also as possible. Let okay, that answer also you can just pass it here. Not required to write these many things here. Okay, just to put like this, simplify it. Okay, which is sum equal to sum plus answer only. Add these two and store it in the sum itself. That is the meaning for this one. Clear? So understand logically and study. So practice lot and lot of logical questions. Yeah, thank you guys. Have a great day then.